boys and girls. I hope that you took the time and really enjoyed the 2 pages that you were supposed to read that talked about these important ceremonies that the Native Americans would perform, like the World Renewal Ceremony, that was so important to their tribe and their ceremonies and beliefs. Okay, now we've approached the last page. I'm going to go ahead and read where it says, "Remember Icy, the wild man who emerged from the wilderness in Oroville? When he was just a boy, his people, the Yawen, refused to move off their land. Gold miners attacked Ishi's village and killed most of his family and their friends, and he had a handful of others managed to survive in the wild. Years passed, and one by one, all the Yeni, or Yahe, died. At last, only Ishi remained in the woods in canoes where his ancestors once lived. Hungry and tired, with no place left to go, Ishi finally came in from the wilderness. Ishi did find a place in modern society. He devoted most of the rest of his life to teaching anthropologists about the Yahe language, mythology, and customs. The Yahe tribe is gone now, but in some ways the culture lives on, and Ishi's knowledge remains for everyone to learn. It is also important to note that today there are still over 100 tribes in California. They do not all live according to the old traditional lifestyles, but there has still been a major revival of traditional Native American culture and tribal life over the past several decades. In fact, there are twice as many Native Americans in California today as there were when the first Spanish explorers arrived. Some live on the reservations, and some still practice the ancient arts and customs. In the North, the Wigot still hold world renewal ceremonies each year. Despite terrible hardships endured by their ancestors, these proud people continue to ensure that their culture survives. So, boys and girls, even though I love how this chapter ended, because it shows, even though it kind of started off again sad and unfortunate that those Native American tribes had to move, again, it just shows that although they don't live those traditional ways, those cultures and beliefs are still celebrated, as you can see in this picture, in California today. Okay, so now, boys and girls, now that we've read and discussed, you can log on to your Schoology and complete your activity there. But before this the reading assignment is over, I want to talk about our word work activity in the word. So immunity is one of our core vocabulary challenging academic words we learned about today, and it was used in the chapter when it says the people had no immunity to these diseases. Immunity means the body's ability to resist or fight off disease. For example, Ty's doctor gave her a measles vaccination, so she has immunity to that disease. What other vaccines give people immunity to diseases? We've all probably had vaccinations from when we were babies until now that helps us to fight off certain diseases. And so when you think about that, it's a way for our body, again, to fight off and to remain healthy despite the different things that we come in contact with. And so, guys, I want you to think about what are some synonyms or words that are similar to the meaning immunity, right? Maybe protection, defense. So, what are you thinking? And so, boys and girls, this is the end of our reading lesson. So, I want to remind you to make sure to go to your Schoology course and make sure you complete that assignment and activity that's there. Okay, boys and girls, that's it for reading, and now we're going to move on to writing. I hope you really enjoyed reading chapter 4 and discussing the changing lifestyle or landscape of California. Okay, bye until next time.